girls, welcome back to Heatherly Hearts, and today I'm reviewing something that I'm so excited about. It is the Physicians Formula 80th Anniversary collection. So what came out in the collection was 3 eyeshadow quads, a cream foundation, this is cream not powder, a anniversary lipstick with an anniversary like shape. You can see it's shaped just like the Besame lipsticks, and they're saying this is the original formula, and a highlighter in Pearl, okay? So these 4 things. Let me tell you a little bit about the collection. I have it right here. I thought I had it right here. Where is it? Okay. Celebrating 80 years of healthy, I can't hardly see y'all, trustworthy love and beauty. In 1937, renowned allergist Dr. Frank Crandall, y'all, my up close, I'm 40 now, so my up close vision is going. I need readers. Created Physicians Formula as a love ode to his wife who suffered from lupus and longed for cosmetics that wouldn't aggravate her sensitive skin. Crandall's first product was the hyperallergenic lipstick, which stands the test of time and is recreated in this once-in-a-century limited edition release. Okay, so they're saying they've recreated the lipstick, and this was his first product. Okay, so I'm going to put the prices below. I got these off the Physicians Formula Cosmetics website. I didn't see them at Ulta yet, and I haven't seen them in store. I don't know. So I got these off the Physicians Formula website. Nothing was over $12.95, which is really good. Even the foundation was $12.95, and that's really good for Physicians Formula. I will say again, this foundation is the second lightest one. It's a couple shades too dark for me. I'm about an NC 23. So it's not a huge shade range by Physicians Formula. It's more shades than they usually have, because usually they have like 4. I mean, you know, it's not great. And I think they have 8 in this one. So it's more shades than they usually have, but I would like to see them encompass more lighter skin tones and much deeper skin tones. That's the one critique that I will across the board give to Physicians Formula. Okay, other than that, I think that's all. Next, you're going to see a demo with me putting this all on my face, and then I'm going to follow up and tell y'all what I think. If you want to see more videos like this, just like and subscribe so you'll be notified when I create more content, and I hope you're all having a great day. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm going to start with my eyes. I've already primed and set that like I normally would. And there's no like good cream color in here. I'm going to try to just do a look from these 4 colors. So I'm going to start with this matte. There's 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. I would say this is more metallic. Of course, I already showed y'all this in the intro that I haven't filmed yet. Okay, so I'm going to take this more medium brown and put that in my crease. Okay, I'm dipping my brush in. There's a little bit of kickback. I know that's a big brouhaha in the beauty community today with that Subculture palette. But I don't mind kickback. Why is this not going? This brush is not working. I don't mind kickback as long as the shadow works well. I don't like a lot of fallout all over my face from the brush, but I don't mind kickback in the palette. I just don't. Let me switch brushes. This is a very light color. I'm surprised that it's not showing up. Let me get a compact and see. Yeah, it's a really good transition color for me. If you're any darker though, you're gonna have a hard time making this mid-tone brown show up. You just are, because I'm having a hard time. Okay, let me get a denser brush. It's a perfect transition color, but I did want to deepen it up a bit. Let's try this Wet n Wild brush, see what we do. This is usually a good crease brush for me. Okay. I'm going to say this is a really good transition color. To make it a little darker, I am going to go in and mix these two, just more of the mid-tone than the dark, and start building up my crease that way. Okay, that's better. So I will say, if you are darker than me, you can build the darker brown with a lighter brown and get like your perfect transition, and then you can start building up, you know, adding more and more of the deep brown in to building up that crease. So I'm going to go just a little lower. Actually, I'm going to switch brushes. I'm going to get this kind of brush. It's more like a pointed, fluffy brush, and start going into this deeper brown. And I'm going to build this right up and start in the outer and start building it up in the crease. Okay, that is very pigmented. And it's blending really well. That's pretty. Very pretty. Okay, I'm going to start bringing it out on this outer V. I'm not going to do anything big. I am going to do a halo eye. So I'm going to, and believe it or not, these little sponge applicators, I do keep them now because these more pointed ones are really good for getting that inner, for a halo look, for getting that inner lid, you know. Not the tear duct, but the inner lid. Those are just really good for packing on color. Not for blending, but for packing, obviously. Oh, I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm going to go in with the fluffy or crease brush and kind of blend the top of that out. And it's blending well. Not bad. Okay. Not bad. I'm happy with that. Not bad, y'all. Okay. Let me quickly do this other eye. Just going to go in and build up that intensity with the deep brown closer into the socket. How have y'all been? I'm in Louisiana, for those of you who don't know, and I have friends in Houston. So we are just hoping that Harvey passes by quickly, the hurricane. I guess it's a tropical storm now, but none of my friends have lost their houses. They've come pretty close, like 2 inches from the doorstep the water is, but right now it's receded. What is today, Tuesday? They're expecting like another 2 days of rain though, so hopefully we get past this. I'm just building up that inner, like I did on the other eye. But I like this, y'all. I'm gonna go in with that more neutral brown and kind of just blend everything out here. That's pretty. Okay. And then I am going to take this more metallic color. It's really metallic, and these feel a lot like the Jeffree Star, almost like they're wet. You know how the Jeffree Star, I don't know if you know, but they are not cream, but they feel almost like they have an oil to them, and that just allows them to stick better. These feel a lot like that. So, yeah, that's pretty. Let me blend that in with my little handy dandy sponge from the 80s. It's pretty. I am going to try to wet it just for shits and giggles. Let's see what this does. Okay, it intensifies it a little. That's pretty. I mean, it's not like crazy. It was already really pigmented to begin with. So, let me go in and do the other eye. Yeah, that's pretty. And I will say, I keep a black, just like a black single from Limelight by Alcone that I love. It's the blackest black I've ever used, in my makeup bag for palettes that don't have a black if I feel like deepening it up. But on a day-to-day basis, I don't usually. Okay, let's go on with one final blend. Come on, Heather, you can use the right words. I'm going to go in with just my Ethereal Light Powder, because I don't have a cream highlight in this palette, and use that to blend, and also as my highlighting color for my brow bone. That's pretty. Okay, a little bit more darkness, maybe a little higher up. Let's see. And this will look better once I have everything on. But yeah, I like this palette. I would say that the transition color, of course, if it's a perfect transition color, it should just be a shade darker than your skin and barely show up. So on me, it was good. I would say if you're darker than me, you're going to need to add in the darker brown, kind of like I did, to get a more, you know, a deeper transition. Okay? And then I'm going to go in with this lighter color, that one, on my finger. This is really pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. Maybe I'll put this on the center too. Yeah, that's pretty. That's really pretty. I'm going to actually use that all over. And then go back in with a smaller brush and blend. I'm happy with that. Okay, on to foundation. I did swatch this. I probably am going to tell y'all this in the opening, in the introduction. And it does match better than you would think because it looks really dark. And I think this is the second darkest color. But I'm just going to go in. This is a cream foundation, so I'm going to go in. See, it's not horrible. It's a little dark, but not horrible. So I'm just going to fill up my brush. This is an angled foundation blush from Beauty Junkie. And none of these compacts from Physicians Formula have mirrors, so I'm going to go in. Smells like sunscreen. Okay, you can see the brush marks. So with cream foundations that are kind of heavier, I usually go on with a brush and blend the best I can. And then I'll go in with a beauty blender or makeup sponge damp and take away any. Oh, that covered well. And like I said, it is a little dark for me by like 2 shades, but I think when I lighten up with concealer, I'll be able to make it work. Sorry y'all, that's my dog playing with her dog toy. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and kind of take the excess away. That's pretty. It's pretty full coverage. I would say, well, I would say medium. Yeah, I like that too. It's definitely not full coverage, but it's a good coverage. I'm gonna go in and try to stipple some more on my problem spots, see what we get. Yeah, I like that. It's pretty. Okay, I am getting some brush strokes. I don't know if it's this brush. Let me switch brushes. Yeah, it may just be that brush. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's just that brush. Okay. Okay, so it is buildable up to a full, I would say, a full medium, high medium. Okay, I like it. I do like it. Okay, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on and I'm going to be back to test the highlighter and the lipstick. So I'll be right back. Okay, now for the fun part. I've done the rest of my makeup. I'm loving these lashes. I'm going to tell y'all what they are in my August favorites. So keep an eye out for that, but they cost $1. So, okay, so now we're going to move on to the highlight. I don't know if I'm going to go over this in the intro, probably not. There is like, I've swatched it several times. There is like a glitter overspray. Yeah, it does come with a brush. I'm going to go over that in the intro. Remember to do that, future Heather. So here it is, right here. Actually, I like that better. That's the eyeshadow quad for highlight, but I'm going to try this. I haven't tried it on my face. And it has a good sheen to it, and I feel like once, let me take a wet wipe and try to rub off this glitter, because I'm not real big on glitter. Yeah, I think it's just an overspray. And then what you're left with is a really pretty. Yeah, good. Okay, so there is an overspray of glitter. If you take like a damp cloth, or even a dry cloth would do it, and kind of, this is a makeup wipe, and kind of just get that off, then you're left with a what appears to be a pretty highlight. I'm not sure if this is any different than their regular pearl highlight. I I think the difference may just be the I'm really white. May just be the overspray, but I don't have that one anymore. So I don't know. I'll look it up and try to see. So I'm going to go, when I got the overspray off, and I'm going with the Real Techniques setting brush. I'm going to get a good amount. Oh, that's pretty. I can still feel that this powder is damp. Oh, that's pretty. It's very metallic. Let's go in with try to blend that a little bit. Oh, that's pretty, y'all. Maybe it's different than that other one because I didn't remember liking the one in the regular line, the pearl. But that's pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that. And I'm not one for like screaming loud highlights, you know. But that's pretty. Okay, I like it. Ooh. You'll have to forgive me. I'm working with natural lighting, and it's really dreary out because of Hurricane or Tropical Storm Harvey. It's going to start moving inland, so it's moving this way. We won't be in any danger, I hope. But so I'm having problems with the lighting and the weather. I'm even going to add some of this here. Yeah, that's pretty. I like it. Okay, so I like this. Pretty. Okay, cool. Okay, and the last thing I have to try is the lipstick. I am going to, it's a very creamy lipstick, and they're saying this is their original lipstick formula. This is, I'll go over this in the intro, but I am going to use a lip liner, one that's just nude on me, just to not change the color, just because with creamy lipsticks, they tend to get all over my face. Hi, because I talk too much. But hopefully this will create a barrier. And I picked this pretty coral color. So let's see how this looks. I have swatched it, but let's try it on. It's very pigmented. Okay, and see how it's shaped? I hope y'all can see that. It's shaped like the Besame lipsticks because it's like a throwback to original lipsticks. I find the Besame lipsticks hard to put on that top lip. Let's see. Just because it's shaped strangely. I guess it's just something we're not used to. That's a pretty color. It's very pigmented and it's extremely creamy, so I don't think this is going to have long lasting power. I am going to, first of all, I'm going to re-highlight my lips. I'm going to wear this all day, and this is Tuesday, and this video is not going up till Friday, so I'll be able to post, because I'm not going to come back on a film. I have tons to do today, but I will be able to post everything more in the description, so look for that. I'm also going to have prices in the descriptions to look for that. So let me go ahead and just give you my final thoughts. Here are all the swatches. You can see the eyeshadow quad is highly pigmented, and everything, the pigment is spot on. I think the eyeshadow quad is worth it. The colors are beautiful. They went on beautifully. They foiled beautifully. They blended beautifully. I think for a drugstore quad, this color at least is gorgeous and good quality. I love the highlighter. It's just, y'all, what can you say? But unless you want glitter, let me look real close, make sure there's no glitter. No, that's so much prettier. Unless you want glitter, go ahead and get off that top coat. Y'all know what I'm saying? The overspray. I don't know why companies do that, to make it look pretty in the package, I guess. But so unless you want that, either way, it's gonna go away after you use it. But I would recommend getting rid of that overspray. Let me blend this a little better. But that's gorgeous. Okay, now the lipstick. I like the formula. I like the color. It's already bleeding. I think this is $8.95. I'm going to double check and put it in the comments. But for a creamy lipstick, it's just as good as the Rimmel lipsticks to me, as far as pigment and creaminess, and I think they're like $3. So the lipstick, unless you just want the anniversary packaging and the anniversary shape and things like that, I would say it's meh for me, but everything else, if you're in the market for anything else, I would pick it up. The foundation went on, again, Physicians Formula does not have great colors, a color range. We know that. You know, this is the second lightest one and it's dark. It's probably 2 shades too dark for me. I was able to get it to work with lightening up with concealer, but I think for a cream foundation, it looks very natural. It took all my other, makeup extremely well. So I even like this, and it's only $12.95, y'all, and that's pretty cheap. First of all, for drugstore foundation overall, this day and age, I remember nothing was over $8, but that's a thing of the past. And for Physicians Formula, because in the drugstore, as prices creep up, they're known as being one of the higher end drugstore brands, you know. So $12.95 for this foundation, I think it's a good deal. And there is 0.3 ounces, and usually in a compact foundation, you get about 0.4. 0.35, 0.4, so it's kind of right on. It does have sunscreen, it has SPF of 15, so I like it. I think it sits beautifully on the skin, and I'm pleased with it. So overall, I think if you're in the market, go out and get this. The only thing that I say you could get for just the same kind of quality for cheaper, because it's just not that unique except for the shape of the lipstick, is the lipstick. I would go with Rimmel if you want a creamy, Milani if you want creamy, or Wet n Wild. Okay, well, those are my final thoughts, y'all. I'm going to go because I have to film the intro and I have tons of stuff to do. I hope you all having an amazing day and staying dry from Harvey, and I will see you all really soon. Thank you.